Cars are cool. Cars that produce zero emissions are even cooler. Battery electric vehicles, or BEVs, have already become an integral part of the automotive industry. However, they aren't the only zero emissions option available today. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, or FCEVs, are an alternative to BEVs, but why aren't FCEVs as popular as their BEV counterparts?
A fuel cell, specifically a proton exchange membrane or PEM fuel cell, consists of two electrodes, an anode and a cathode. The anode and the cathode are on the outsides of the fuel cell. The catalyst, platinum, and electrolyte, a polymer, are sandwiched between them. The catalyst in the cell separates hydrogen molecules into protons and electrons. The electrons travel through an external circuit, and the H+ protons travel through the electrolyte into the cathode. The protons and electrons now in the cathode react and produce only heat, water, and electricity as their byproducts. Of all the presently existing fuel cell systems, proton exchange membrane fuel cells are the most promising technology in automotive applications. PEM fuel cells are relatively simple in their design and operate at low temperatures around 80 to 100 degrees Celsius. They're also flexible and resistant to cracking and leaking. Although hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, the current extraction methods are inefficient. Two methods of hydrogen extraction include steam reforming and electrolysis. Steam reforming is the process in which methane and high-temperature steam are combined to produce hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and carbon dioxide. The hydrogen output of this process yields less energy than the natural gas used to extract the element. Electrolysis uses an electric current to separate hydrogen from water. The only byproducts of this process are hydrogen and oxygen, as the electricity required for this process can be provided by renewable energy sources. However, the initial power input to carry out electrolysis requires an even greater amount of energy than the amount of energy needed in the already inefficient steam reforming method. One of the most apparent advantages of fuel cells in automotive applications is the weight-to-range ratio. In BEVs, range and weight are directly influenced by each other. For range to increase in a BEV, a larger and heavier battery or batteries need to be used. Fuel cells are extremely light in comparison and much more spatially efficient. A second advantage to FCEVs is their quick refuel times. A Tesla Model S fully charges in about 12 hours when using their wall charger rated up to 240 volts at 48 amps. The Porsche Taycan is to utilize 800-volt architecture to drastically reduce charging times. Until BEV charging technology is refined, hydrogen refueling remains significantly quicker. There's no significant range loss with FCEVs. BEVs, FCEVs, and ICEs all have very similar ranges. The Hyundai Nexo fuel cell has an estimated EPA range of 380 miles, the Tesla Model X has an estimated EPA range of 371 miles, and the Mazda CX-5 has an approximate range of 370 miles.
Although FCEVs are efficient in theory, the resources required to power and manufacture the vehicles are still expensive and inefficient. The technicalities surrounding the vehicles do take away from the overall viability of a future full of FCEVs. Thank you.